Well, hello and welcome all you wonderful people to the Texas Special YouTube channel for this November 2025 HO scale product review. We're going to be taking a look at this Athearn 62-foot tank car. Now, this is a big car. This is the largest freight car that operates regularly on the Stars Hollow Railroad. I acquired this car in 2023 from another club member, member of the Texla Model Railroad Club in Orange, Texas, for the staggering price of $10. These cars are available all over eBay and at train shows for anywhere between, depending on the condition and whether it has horn hook couplers or knuckle couplers, metal wheels or plastic wheels, anywhere between $2 to $15. So they are and Athearn is still making these cars today in a variety of different road names. And obviously they are available on the secondhand market in a variety of different road names. The one you see before you is, as you can plainly see, the ACF Industries AMPX58. This is an older car. This is late 90s, maybe early 2000s era. So it's a little bit more detailed than that last month's product review, that Lifelike 50-foot all-door box car. But still possibly not quite up to today's standards with detail in 2025. But a great car nonetheless. So the first thing you will notice as we pan and zoom is that the trucks have a ton of detail on them for what this is. You can also see here the cast on slightly oversized stirrup step. You have a grab iron cast on to the frame of the car right here. You have a separately applied hand rail that goes all the way around the circumference of the tank car. All of the lettering on this car is legible and very well done, I might add. You can see that the car features 100-ton roller bearing trucks with the correct triple spring design. This car did originally come from the factory with horn hook couplers, but it has since been swapped over to KD number 5s. As we pan farther down the car body, you can see the separately applied ladder, the separately applied hand railings around the valve and loading area of the tank car, and all of these details are also separately applied. I do believe this was a kit built car. I don't think this was a ready to run car. Right here you can just barely make out due to the lighting. I apologize about that, but there is a placard there. And panning farther along to the B end of the car, you can see again the road number, the plate C decal, and the capacity and weight information here. All prototypically accurate for this car for what I can find. Now you can also see, based on the design of the cradle, which I'll pan back over here, you have that tensioning wire here. That denotes this is an older style of freight car. Modern tank cars, they don't really have that tensioning rod or tensioning wire, whatever you want to call it, to help lock the tank into the cradle. It's strictly all welded now. Looking here at the B end of this freight car, you can see the hazmat placard here. a little bit better shot of the grab irons on the end of the car. Now I gotta be honest, as a conductor, I've never ever seen this style of grab iron on a freight car. Looks kind of like a hairpin, like a bobby pin type of design. I've never ever seen that before, but I mean, I guess it could be prototypically accurate. There are hundreds of different variants of tank car design, so you know, I'm not going to knock it. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You have the handbrake here, separately applied handbrake, and the handbrake chain as well. A shot of the KD number 5 with trimmed uncoupling pin. It was hanging a little too low, but the car height was right, so you know, off it went. And of course the metal wheels. Typical of older Athearn Blue Box freight cars, you have a fairly scant amount of detailing on the underframe. You have the air brake piston here. You have some of the rods and linkages molded onto the center sill of the car. You have the lateral braces, the bolsters, which the truck's attached to, the triple valve for the air brake system, and the emergency and service reservoir. But that's really it. There's not a whole lot going on the underside of the car. It is a great car nonetheless, but doesn't have a whole lot of detail if you're looking for that upskirt action. As you can see here, I have zoomed in on the valve apparatuses on the top of the car, because that's really the only detail on the top of this tank car. The rest of the car is just a flat curved tank. I mean, you can see the simulated individual body panels that comprise the tank, but that's really it. It's pretty much just smooth white plastic. You can get a little bit better shot of the various valve covers and whatnot, the pop-off valve. You can see that the walkways, the platforms on either side of the valve mechanisms they're separately applied, but they are one-piece castings. Now they are textured to mimic like grate type platform, but they are not see-through like you would probably see on a modern, 2020, I guess you could say 2010 up to 2025 manufacture, high-end scale tank car. So just like all the other tank cars that I have reviewed, this was purchased for Interstate Fuel and Oils, which is on the Stars Hollow Railroad, so that, obviously spot and pull, do some switching, and serve interstate fuel and oils. So I have a short local made up with the Atlas Southern Pacific RS11. We're going to watch this guy go around the main track for one full loop and then drag into the siding, and we'll pull and spot interstate fuels, which will allow you guys to see how this 62-foot Athearn tank car handles the 18-inch radius curves here on the Stars Hollow Railroad and the Bachmann Easy switches on the Stars Hollow Railroad.